Hello everyone, this is KeymasterPL. I'm going to start this new segment, which I'm going to call a Megaman X4 Zero versus X speedrun. In this, kind of as what I just said before, I'm going to speedrun using Zero and X at the same time in one video to see who's faster going through the whole game. First of all, I'm going to do each level separately, so you're going to have, in this video, the opening level, and we're going to see who's faster in just this opening level, X or Zero. Now I'm going to do this for each of the levels, including the Sigma stages, and that includes all the bosses and everything like that. For X, I'm going to get all the armor pieces, so that might add a little time, but in the end, I'm thinking that it will actually help X along the way. For Zero, I'm just going to go with normal Zero, because unless you cheat to have Black Zero, that's all you get. So, I guess I'm stuck with just Zero here. After I do all the parts of just each level separately, I'm planning to go and do the whole game with X and Zero, just a complete run straight through to find out who is faster from top to bottom without any breaks in between or anything. So I'm looking forward to me doing that also, so I hope you guys do too. So we will get started with the game after this intro happens. Just letting you know, I'm going to have X in the bottom right corner of the screen and Zero in the top left corner of the screen. There will also be names. Megaman X's is above his and Zero's is below his video, so be aware of that. Once start the videos, we can get started. Alright guys, we're starting the videos. X and Zero going speedrun. If you start off, Zero kind of actually has a faster load time. Oh, I guess not, you can say load time, but beginning, his opening sequence takes a lot less time than, not a lot less time, but a little bit less time than X's, so that kind of gives him a little helpful hint there. X, you kind of just, as you see, emojis through. With Zero, you actually can do a little trick right here, which I'm only going to do like for things like that, like walls, which you dash and use your attack, and you will actually destroy things a lot faster. For me, I like being X a lot better in the opening stage because it kind of makes things a little bit easier and a lot more fast-paced. Like if you see in the beginning, I kind of just blew through with X without getting basically touched at all. Well, I didn't get touched. And then you have this Sumo Dragoon, which is standard, everyone has it. Makes no fun. She's like, oh, here's a Dragoon, and I'm gonna destroy this place, even though supposedly he was trying to save it. I don't believe him. The reason I don't believe is because you fight him later. That's traitor. But here, the second part, actually, Zero is a lot, well, I can't say a lot, but he's faster than X because Zero can just blow through this area because the sword just gives him a lot, like, easier time. X, he usually has to do a charge shot. Well, I usually do charge shots all the time, so it kind of cuts down in time having to always charge shot everything. So, how I'd play, doing this area, X is fast, Zero's faster, so you have, in the opening stage, you kind of have it somewhat balanced, except for the fact that the second half is longer than the first, so Zero can be faster. But also Zero has this area where he has to talk to Iris, which lets X get to the boss first. So that's kind of unfair, but let's see how it plays out on this boss. This boss is fairly easy. Taking hits, whatever, I really don't care too much about it. I just kind of take him down as fast as I can, whichever way that's possible. For Zero, for Zero, I just, like, get next to him, attack. For X, I just charge shot him. All of opinion of preference. I've seen people do other ways. Well, for Zero, I haven't seen anyone do another way, but for X, I've seen people just normal shot him and such. But for the boss, Zero is actually faster for this first boss, so there's some... It kind of makes up, you know. I predict that X is going to be faster through the later levels. So we'll see if this first level kind of makes up for maybe some small parts that Zero will be slower. But you can't really predict that much. Well, Zero's done with his parts, and X still has a few words left to say, and now X is officially done with his. So, as we saw in the first level, opening stage, sorry, Zero is a bit faster than X. But that's just opening level. That doesn't really say too much, because one mess up could have done those few seconds. So we'll find out if Zero's going to be faster in other stages or if X is going to be faster. I will see you next time for the spider stage, because that's always the one I do first, and it kind of sets up, well, X perfectly for the rest of his travels with weaknesses wise. For Zero, it's a little different, but I'm going to do the same levels for each of them. I should be fine. Alright, well, I'll see you guys next video.